All right, folks. Hey, I know it's late. No, it's early. It's early out here in Vegas. I mean, the boulevard is kicking, and everybody's having a good time. This is your man, the Dolphins AD Moore, with Elvin Henderson. We just left Allegiant Field after the Chiefs defended their title, and we can say that they went back to back. They defeated the San Diego 40 25-22. I put out a note. My score had been 24-21. I'll take a bow now. Okay, I'm taking a bow now. That's okay. Elwin, quick, what's initial thoughts about Elwin? I
Well,
think you froze.
yeah, you did, but I got you back now. Uh,
Okay.
I had predicted 2 weeks ago 27-24 Chiefs, so I'm going to take a bow also. But I will say, first initial thoughts, both teams looked sloppy to me in the first quarter. It didn't even feel like a Super Bowl game the way they were playing. It was, they were feeling each other out. Both teams had 2 turnovers in the game. But beginning late second quarter, I started to feel like things were coming around. But I told everybody sitting next to me up there in the auxiliary press, I said, Kansas City going to win this game. But the Chiefs never start out well. They're going to get behind 7 to 10 points, but they'll come back. And lo and behold, if that's not exactly what happened, I'm just tickled to death for Andy Reid, Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelce, and yeah, I'll go on and say it, Taylor Swift, and all of the 5 million Swifties that have now become Kansas City Chiefs fans, according to Clark Hunt. Uh, I'm tickled to death for them that they get the back-to-back here.
Uh, this was not the most artistic Super Bowl game that we have witnessed in our lifetimes, as long as we've been covering. So, I think the defenses had a lot to do with it, though.
Yes,
I'm gonna give credit. I'm gonna give credit to Steve Wilkes and Spagnola. That I think those two guys had a lot to say and do about how it progressed and how it started out. I think both defenses will start. I wish to the defense, particularly in the first half, because let's face it, the thing about what sort of got my attention real in the second half, and I asked that in the post game, the Kansas City sort of lost a bit. Started doing
yeah,
things. They the ball for a little and just go forward. They did not fall off the end of the table, so taking information. But for a little bit, and I think that was that came out because Snead ran. I forgot who he hit for 15-yard personal foul. Going like, hey man, people are watching you. Not it's only like 100 and something beside the 60,000 people that was. It was a whole rest of the world coach that you would have for a World Cup. There was a lot of people watching this game, and that lick to the face. I'm going like, I know he didn't think nobody wasn't going to see that, but hey, it happened. But there were a lot of Moody, Burkett. I his name already. Many times I wrote it tonight. Buckner and Moody. Probably, I know Patrick Mahomes got the MVP award.
yes,
If you didn't have Buck, because he bested Moody by 2 yards for a Super Bowl record. But Moody set a Super Bowl record of 55 yards, and then with the matter of a Buckner turned around and he kicked a 57 and just reset like that. So the goal kickers was right, with the exception of a shank that Moody PAT that I'm quite candid with you, had to bite him.
Yep.
I mean, that one point there wasn't the difference in the game. It was the City Chief just outdueled and outlasted the San Francisco 49ers tonight. That's pretty much in a nutshell. Like I said, I know a lot of Super Bowl they've ever seen. Okay, overtime game in what, 20, I believe. Oh, I think that was the first overtime they had in Super Bowl. Wait, take that back. That was the Super Bowl 38 in Houston when the Atlanta Falcons jumped up on the New England Patriots, and the Patriots came back in overtime and won that game. So I guess it isn't that long. Well, hey man, we've been blessed long enough to remember that.
Yeah.
It was, and let me tell you, I'm gonna tip Patrick Mahomes. And Patrick Mahomes do with his arm, he done it with his legs tonight.
Yeah.
As far as I'm concerned.
But how many times over and over and over Patrick Mahomes has done that?
Yeah.
He put the weight of the whole on his shoulder.
And and here's the thing about it. And I think I've stated this on these airways. Nobody felt like this was going to be the Patrick Mahomes now in the NFL that we saw coming out of Texas Tech as a Red Raider. I didn't see this coming. And maybe I know Cliff King's. Huh? Did you?
I saw it coming. I told everybody I knew, because I had watched Patrick Mahomes, his junior high highlights they used to run on Channel 7 in Tyler. And I saw him. He could throw 50-yard passes very accurately in junior high. And I knew he had the DNA from his dad, Pat Mahomes, who was, as we all know, a great Major League Baseball pitcher. He had the DNA. And I told everybody, I said, Patrick Mahomes is going to come in here, and if he can stay healthy, and I got laughed out of the state of Texas almost. I said, if he can stay healthy, when he quits playing, people are going to be going, Tom who? And I still believe that'll be the case if Patrick Mahomes stays healthy.
Well, I mean, what is he? He's down to Brady now. What he needs? That's three. That's three.
Needs 4 more.
Huh?
He needs 4 more to tie Brady, because Brady has 7.
Right. That's what I was saying. He has 3, so he said he's down 4. So, but I can't. I mean, coordinators and I'm, because I think in this had a lot to do with what not sure job offensive production, but I think in the long run, I think Spagnuolo and what he had to do and how he made Brock Purdy hesitate for them not to be able to get a lot than what they had. I just think that, and man, it's just amazing how the Kansas City Chiefs defense, and hard to be saying this, Elwin, Super Bowl. That's just the way I look at it. How you look? I mean,
yeah, I would totally agree with you. I know my good friend Mike Malarkey, who was team photographer for the New York Giants for 47 seasons. Mike told me, as far as he was concerned, the biggest boneheaded mistake that the New York Giants ever made was firing Steve Spagnuolo. And I think that's brought out pretty well because, he jumped into KC and he has proven his mettle, definitely. And they did what they needed to do. And it's all because of Spagnuolo's defense. And it seemed like there were times when maybe they didn't have the right defensive play called on a couple of those long passes that Purdy got off. But in the end, he dialed up the right combination.
Yeah. I mean, it was a challenge between him and Wilkes. Wilkes, they were chess against Andy. And that's really what it boiled down to. This was a chess match, and Spags in his truth in the long run, they hold it together long enough, and for the life of me, man, it was, because here's a question: in overtime, would you ball first, or were you the one on defense first?
Yeah. I thought that was, quite frankly, rather stupid of Kyle Shanahan to want the ball first. And I saw his post-game press conference when I got back to my room here on ESPN when he said they discussed it among themselves and decided it would be good to get the ball first to see if they could get a touchdown. Well, I'm like you. As you know, the rules are different in college and high school. But when you win the coin toss in college and high school, you always want to get the ball second because you want to know what you've got to do to win the game. You want to see, is the other team going to score the touchdown and I got to have a touchdown, or is the other team going to get a field goal and then I can tie with a field goal or win with a touchdown? I really thought that was a boneheaded decision by Kyle Shanahan. But since I was hoping the Chiefs would win, I loved every minute of it. Except, that 9-yard line, I thought they were going to score the touchdown.
Well, here's the thing, and the way the rules are set up, and obviously, if they had ran the back, that would have been the ball game. Okay, but that wasn't the case. At least I understand it. They would have had to run the. Nobody. There was no run back on this situation.
Yeah, I guarantee you, if the Chiefs had won the coin toss, they would have said, "We want to go on defense."
Yeah, without a doubt, man. Without a doubt. Hey, man, like one heck of a contest. 2, and that was at the end. I mean,
yep.
And I sung this young man's praises from seeing out of White House coming out there in your area. I know you from junior high, and but and the I'll be. Can he Brady? I mean, what do you think? Can he? Can it? It depends, because I'll put it like this. They asked Andy Reid the last question that was put to Andy Reid in the presser. Is he coming back next year? And Andy Reid made it make full well. He said, yeah. I don't have nowhere else to go. I mean, unlike, he said, yeah, he's coming back.
He will get a big contract, and he's going to be paid big, big bucks, a whole lot more than he's been making based on what he's done, winning 3 Super Bowls in 5 years. Just a tremendous accomplishment. Now, back to Patrick Mahomes for a minute, and you're saying you didn't see it. A lot of people didn't when he came out of Texas Tech. It was the same reason that a lot of colleges didn't see it and didn't offer Patrick scholarships when he got out of White House High School. They said, oh, well, he didn't win that many games in White House, playoff games. And Texas Tech, they most of the time weren't over 500 barely when he was the quarterback at Texas Tech. So he couldn't have been that good a quarterback. What those people didn't realize when he was in high school and when he was at Texas Tech, neither one of those teams had defenses. I mean, they were putting up 50 and 60 points in White House just like they did at Texas Tech. But when you got a defense that gives up 55 to 60 to 70 points, and all you're looking at is the record, you go, oh, well, he's not that good. When you get him in the NFL and put him with defensive players like the Chiefs have ended up with on their team, with the great job that Andy Reid has done and the great coaching job that Steve Spagnuolo has done, you put his offense with those defenses, and I think that's really when everybody started to say, oh, man, Patrick's the real deal. I had no doubt he was going to be this successful. I really believed it from day one. And I think you've frozen up, AD. I don't know if you can hear it or not, but you've been cutting out quite a bit. Echo. I'm guessing you don't have a real good cell signal in your room, probably.
Well, what I did, I made a hotspot. I think I had a better signal with my phone bar what I was doing, with the Wi-Fi in the room.
Yeah,
and his work.
Problem.
Say what?
I said I had the same problem. Obviously, as you know, I tried on my laptop at first, and you couldn't even hear me very well. But on your phone, I'm on my phone. I don't know if you're getting echoing from me sometimes, but about every fifth or sixth word, I'm getting like a ring and an echo, and don't even hear what you're saying sometimes. So I think we've got an issue of some sort.
Yeah. Well, like I said, I tell you what, we done had about we done won about 16, 17. And I think overall, we're gonna go ahead because I'm pretty sure everybody on Central Standard Time Zone, Eastern Time Zone, they sleep. They could care freaking less about.
And up on the East Coast, it's 2:03 a.m.
Yeah, and is it 2:03? Yeah. And it's 2:03 and it's 1:03 on Central Zone. We the only knuckleheads, and I know down on the strip they going crazy as hell, and that's good. I'm gonna let them stay down on the strip and go be crazy as hell. I'm gonna just sit back and chill for a little bit.
Me too. I'm gonna gloat.
Hey, Elvin, let me just say everything. We got this one behind us. We didn't expect it. We didn't expect overtime, but you know what? We got overtime, and I think it was a fitting ending to the 2023 NFL season. Let me that. I think that was to the season.
Couldn't have been any better.
What's your final comments, Neil?
Well, I was noticing on ESPN a little bit ago, they were talking about the projections for next year's Super Bowl winner has already come out after the 2024 season is over. And once again, they have the Kansas City Chiefs as underdogs to only the San Francisco 49ers. We could well see these two teams again next year.
In New Orleans.
In the Big Easy.
Yeah. Well, tell you what, man. Appreciate it. Your final, I'll go ahead. If there's a couple more words you want to say, I'll go ahead and just shut it down, man.
Well, I just want to say again, AD, thanks for having me on this season with the Texans again. Enjoyed doing the playoff AdMax Corners with you that we did, and enjoyed this one tonight. I'm not going to lie. If the 49ers had won, I wouldn't have been as bright-eyed and bushy-tailed on this show as I am now. I am tickled to death and going to sleep well tonight.
Hey, buddy, tell you what, go ahead and sleep well. And go on. I know you. I think you were still working on your. Go ahead and finish working on your story. Go ahead and myself. Okay.
All right, brother. Take care, and I know we'll be in touch here in the off season.
All right, will do, man. You take care of yourself.
You too, AD.
All right, folks. As Elwin go ahead and finish up on his story, I'm gonna go ahead. Little production value. We had to work. It's about a little after out here on the West Coast, on the left coast, as they call it. As it stated, the Chiefs are now the 2020, 2023, 2024, however you want to call it, Super Bowl champion. They went back to back in overtime over the San Francisco 49ers, 25-24. I picked 21. I'm taking a bow. Okay. This hopefully, and if not, I appreciate it and thanks for everything. Folks, I got a couple of specials I'll be working on. I'll be advertising coming forward next, and probably after next week. Next week sometime, I got a couple of specials I will be doing related. So just stay tuned for that. But without further ado, from the left coast, it's your man Adolphus A.D. Moore. Ciao. I'm out. And I'm outside to see what's going on. Who knows? But in the meantime, hey, this season is a wrap, and we're done.